This morning, we focus attention on Garki district and environs, discussing security issues that have affected residents and businesses over time in these communities, from armed robbery to car theft, housebreaking to security at the bus stops. How has the police responded to these situations to address the challenges? In success, these and more, we will be focusing on asking questions on these salient issues on this episode of your regular security check program called The Police. Good morning. Thank you for joining us. My name is Onotu Yakubu. The program returns shortly. Thank you for staying tuned. And if you are just joining us, this is called The Police, live on the Unity Station, NTA Channel 5 Abuja. First, let's watch this background report to get feedbacks from residents of Garki district on security situation and the reality as it is now in Garki. Garki, a hub for business in the nation's capital, has before now consistently faced security concerns. The police division has previously recorded incidents of armed robbery, car theft, and housebreaking with hotspots including Gariki Village and Market, the popular UTC, residential estates, and motor parks proving to be heavens for these security threats.
I was coming to the office at early hour of the morning, and some guys around, the bad boys around, were coming after me. I was trying to walk fast ahead of them, and I fell into one of these manhole around. So really, our security really need to do something about it, because those boys are really terrorizing this, especially this central area.
I have been a witness, not once, not twice, at this particular bus stop. They snatch phones, they snatch bags, they run into this culvert, and and when you pursue them down there, they will either stab you to death, or you will not come back alive from that place.
Issue of car theft, since when I've been here, I've never had anything like that. People with different rumor and different word of their own. So for me, I've never had anything such a thing like that.
To bridge the gaps, community forums involving local leaders, traders, transport unions, and estate managers have been engaging stakeholders and the Gariki Police Division to share information and map out risk zones. Additionally, local vigilante groups are now sharing emergency contacts to speed up response times.
Here, because sometimes I leave my shop open for Gariki, go where I want to go. Before I come back, everything will be in order. So the man really try.
There's the security. Security is tight here, and at least for now, Garki is okay. So I don't think we have problem with security.
Police service in Gariki, if I was asked to score them a mark, at least I would give them 90% because they are really trying.
The police say intelligence from residents has led to arrest and the recovery of stolen items, and they have called for more cooperation and timely reporting of incidents. In Abuja, Onotu Yakubu, NTA News. Well, the feelers I got from residents of Garki district, of course, stretching from the residential areas to as far as the business environments, offices, mixed reactions, but by and large, positively, and commendation to the efforts being put into policing Garki area as of now. Chief Superintendent of Police Amodu Muhammad is my guest this morning on Call the Police. He is the Divisional Police Officer in charge of Garki Police Division. Chief, it's a pleasure having you on Call the Police this morning.
Thank you very much. Good morning.
Yeah. You listen to the feelers from residents of FCT, and particularly your area of responsibility, Garki. You heard it. There is the issue of criminals that are attacking people and then taking shelter under, especially shrubs and bridges. And then there's also the aspect of people also commending efforts put into policing Garki. For you, how do you respond to this background report?
Yes, thank you very much for this wonderful opportunity to be here. In responding to the reactions and the pillars of the people of Gariki, yes, in recent times, since I assumed office about 4 months ago, with a marching order from the Commissioner of Police, Ajao Saka Adewale, we swung into action, having appreciated the peculiar challenges, security challenges on ground. We have a mirage of security threats before my assumption of office. And on assumption of office as DPO of Garki Division, we have to deploy intelligence resources. We have to deploy our arsenals to the field. We identified first and foremost black spots or crime hotspots within, the division, within my AOR. And policing these hotspots, crime hotspots, is a routine program of the division, day and night, both covert and overt, policing of the entire area. And by the grace of God, we're actually recording success in this.
Right. Like you said, you just resumed office as DPO of Garki about 4 months ago. But before then, penultimate years, and then even the last couple of months before probably you got there, one major challenge that became synonymous to Garki is the issue of car theft. In fact, some point, as security correspondents, we tend to interface with people on these issues. And at some point, some residents refer to the situation as Garki and by extension FCT being under siege by carjackers. What's the situation? First of all, what's the situation update now? And how has your division responded to this challenge that has become threat to valuables of residents?
First and foremost, policing Garki division of the Federal Capital Territory. Garki, as we all know, is a metropolitan area.
Yes.
Policing a metropolitan area like Garki division is a Herculean task. It's a Herculean task. We haven't appreciated the socio-cultural complexity of the Garki community. We don't leave any stone unturned in leaving, crimes at bulk. What we do with regards to containing the escapades of those that remove cars from where parked, in recent times, we have actually reduced the trend of that criminality by deploying. I have established anti-car theft because
in the division. Because I'm aware there is one at the command level.
At the command level.
Yes.
At the tactical squad. Yes, but because of the prevalence of that crime within my AOR, I sought the permission of the authority to establish one. And having established anti-car theft unit, they run day and night. And areas with cluster of cars, high-rise areas, areas of business interest, plaza areas, banking areas are being policed on routine basis, day and night.
Does this extend to as far as UTC? Because
UTC is my buffer zone. UTC is my buffer zone. UTC area 10 is my buffer zone because that place, of course, is part of the areas with cluster of cars during the working hours.
Businesses operate around this area.
Around that area.
Banks are also around there.
Exactly. So we police these areas vigorously.
And how much has this yielded results for you in the last 4 months?
Of course, the results are there. They are obvious. I can tell you without any equivocation, since the beginning of this month, we have recorded not even one car removed from fuel park.
In Garki?
In Garki division as a whole. Okay. Yes. And in the preceding month of August, precisely, I think we recorded just 1 or 2, and these cars were kept, were parked in a very, isolated environment. And to the glory of God, one of those cars was recovered.
Okay.
Was recovered and returned to the owner.
That's a successful one.
Well, thank you very much.
If you are just joining us, this is called The Police. And remember, as usual, the program is a conversational one. It is about security, your security, my security, and even his security also. You get to be part of our discussions this morning in the studio. The number to call us on will be flashing on your screen. Call in, be part of the discussions this morning. What are the salient security, challenges in your neighborhood, especially, particularly as regards the central business area in Garki? How does it affect you? Where do you want him to improve upon? Call into the studio and be part of the discussions this morning. Now, I'm impressed to ask this question particularly. What are the peculiar crimes in your area of responsibility in Garki? What are the peculiar crimes, and where are notable black spots you have been able to identify based on your crime mapping?
Yeah, thank you very much. The peculiar crimes that are prevalent in my area of jurisdiction, breach of criminal breach of trust.
Okay.
Criminal breach of trust.
Because of businesses.
Because of businesses around Garki. Like I said earlier, Garki is one of the cosmopolitan environment in the FCT.
Okay.
And there are quite a number of business interests within Garki. Plazas, hotels, car stands, and all of that. So people are equally, they have a lot of people have the penchant of going into these business areas and introducing businesses that probably are not, good enough to really fly through. Sometimes they take advantage of, getting one or two things from these people to go and deliver and bring money later, and they trust them, and trust is a vice. And at the end of the day, when these people don't turn up, when they don't turn up, it becomes an issue. Matters like this are reported, and when they are reported, you establish cases of criminal breach of trust, and a good number of them are actually be brought to book and are being prosecuted.
Right. It's good that you're mentioning business, because my next question is coming to such commercial activities. You go to places like UTC, for instance, Garki village. The Garki market is also there, and then these are places that record flow of traffic non-stop. How are you managing to keep these places at bay? But then before you, how do you manage to police such volatile locations?
Traffic flow.
I mean, if these are places, they are business environments, Garki village, the Garki market itself, the flow of traffic, as in human traffic now, into these places, of course, make them vulnerable. But before you respond to this question, let's talk to this caller. Hello, good morning. Thank you for joining us on Call the Police. Good morning. You tell us your name and where you're calling from, then go ahead to make your contribution. Can you be a bit audible, please?
I'm Dorothy, calling from Gwagwa.
All right.
Abuja.
All right, go ahead. Dorothy from Gwagwa.
I'm speaking about security situation in Abuja. It's been getting up for us.
Okay.
Like, I think last month, they entered my house, like they robbed the house, they passed me. So when we went to the police station to report, we made a report. Could you imagine the police had the money, like, to tell us that we should follow them, we should tell them to go and point the people. Like
the people who robbed your house?
Like evidence, they should go and point the person. For what? How do we make people that enter? They say, okay, people should come and then make investigation on something that happened. You know, say we should go and point the person and show it to them. Why?
Okay. Particularly Gwagwa division, you said?
Yes.
It's all right. The DPO will respond to that.
The caller, I want to sincerely appreciate your call. It is not, it's unprofessional for any police officer to ask you to follow
and identify
identify those who actually committed crime against you. You see, what is important in this regard is you have made your complaint, You should be able to give a few description and the direction they have fled into, and then the police pick it up from there,
Yes.
and then use their own local intelligence to actually unearth the mysteries surrounding the crime and then the actors behind the crime. It is not, it's unprofessional, like I said, for you to be part of the team that will go for the arrest, and of course, because it's risky. You are already a victim of an attack. You should not be part of the team, the police team that will go for the arrest. Yours is to give information.
Give information, and the police works
and the police works on your information.
All right. We have another caller. Hello, good morning. You want to call the police?
Good morning, sir. How are you, sir?
I'm fine. Good morning. Thanks for joining us.
My name is Yahya Usman.
Okay.
Yes, I'm calling from Central area.
All right.
Yes, the issue of police in Abuja. I think the police are doing their bit.
All right.
I think the only select on the citizens. Most of the time, the citizens harbor the criminals. Even when it is, they harbor them. So the issue of police is not about only Nigerian police.
It's about collective responsibility.
To complement the police effort.
Yes.
Like myself now, I'll just see one or two things. I'll just call my friend who's working in Federal Highway Patrol, Federal Highway in Area 1. I will call him on phone, say, please, can you please see what is happening? And immediately you carry talking to him, I read these people.
Yes.
But how many citizens are doing that? No. Nobody is doing that. So it's not about policing alone. So you have to have complementary efforts.
Collaborative effort from the people, using community policing initiatives.
The whole thing relies on the people, not even the police. Because if myself, the place I work, I said a gentleman that just came in to sign in to want to enter the plaza. Obviously, the policemen there, the policemen there, they just had this man to say, no, they're guy. So it's not a matter of that. And mine was holding peace too. You are getting me now? I said, gentleman, please, can you come down here? At the time of saying, he's going to see it, I told he's fine. Why holding God? I asked why he's holding God. I said, I think you're holding God now. I tell you, it's from your truth. You know, but yes, from one of the Christian agencies, police. I don't know. But this is what you're supposed to be doing. You people who are here, the policemen and the...
To profile, yes, such persons.
Ask questions. We see anything, ask questions, report to the police. So if you don't believe in your police system, who are going to believe us? You can go to Federal Highway Patrol, the Federal Highway at the Area 1.
Yes, and complain to them. Thank you very much, Mr. Yahya Usman.
I used to give them information.
Yes.
Every day now, they act on it.
Yes, Mr. Yahya Usman, I urge you to continue to engage the police like this, because it's citizens like you we clamor for on a daily basis to complement the efforts of the security agencies, especially as regards intelligence. Thank you for calling in on the program this morning.
Okay.
All right. So, of course, it's something we're going to talk about later, community policing and intelligence volunteering. But then we're talking about managing situations in crowded areas, like the business environments.
Yes. Most of the plazas, the markets, in Garki area, we have about 4 notable markets. Garki Modern Market, Garki International Market, the UTC in Area 10, and of course Area 1 markets. There are quite a number of plazas even beyond this. So in all of these market areas I have mentioned, we have police outposts within these places, these markets. We have police outposts, and it is part of their routine exercise, routine responsibility. On daily basis, they are part of the people that usher, traders and of course customers into the market from the gate. They also help to regulate traffic inflows and outflows in and out of the markets. Then parking areas too, they are also being policed by the police and of course the internal security of the market. So,
hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, sir.
Good morning. You want to call the police? Tell us your name, your location, and then contribute on the program.
My name is Omeka. I'm calling from Marawa.
Your name again?
Omeka from Marawa.
Omeka. Okay, go ahead.
I really want to thank the police chief By the way, I'm seeing somebody.
Oh. Maker, please do make it a point of duty to call us back for your contributions to be taken on the program. Now, we move ahead, DPO. Last week, precisely, Garki Market was in the news twice. First, there was the reported the unconfirmed incidents of traders skirmishes with police in the market, and then about 2 days later, there was also protest, still in the same Garki Market, for over elections of leadership of the traders in the market. What really was the situation? What led to these two incidents, and how have we been able to manage these situations to ensure that that does not in any way jeopardize security of residents?
Yes. I want to quickly correct one impression, maybe probably from those that actually raised the concern.
Okay.
There was no skirmishes with the police in the market.
Okay.
What actually transpired there was issue of election.
Okay. The leadership election.
Leadership election, unionship election in the market, especially the tailors, the tailors union. They call them Progressive Tailors Association of Garki International Market.
Okay.
They actually, for 3 months before now, they have been planning election, because that union doesn't have election. I mean, that body don't have union.
Okay.
Before now. It was in the course of preparing for this election, they have to get themselves registered with the UAC. They've secured the certificate. They have a drafted constitution already.
Okay.
And then they have to also set up a electoral committee to manage the electoral processes. And that came and then went very well. Police, of course, have to be part and parcel of the planning processes and, of course, providing security on the actual day of the election. Okay. Contestants, and every contestant comes with followers and supporters. So supporters are bound to disagree and agree. So that cannot be described in holistic terms as a skirmish. No. There were arguments, and the arguments were, later resolved, and they got to understand themselves, and the election was conducted. Winner emerged. What is on ground now is swearing in, and that plan is also on.
Okay.
And we are also dousing tensions, managing crisis between the contestants.
Okay. Yes. The various contestants.
Yeah, there
are two contestants. Security of Garki Market?
No. It's normal. Normalcy has since been restored.
All right. Time is fast winding against us, so maybe we'll just go through a couple of questions I have to ask. There is an ongoing operation sweep, joint task force operation in the FCT. Has this been able to in any way help, take care of some of your areas of challenges?
Yes, exactly. There is quite a number, high-level synergy between my division, Garki division, and the joint task force. Of course, the joint task force is an aggregation. It's an aggregation of all security services or security agencies in Abuja. So police also inclusive, and they are sectorized. There are those that are in charge of the central area, those that are in charge of all these outskirts, other municipal areas. So there is robust synergy between the conventional divisions and then the joint task force, especially when there are hotspots. You have identified crime hotspots. So there is what we call constant raiding of these hideouts. There are in every crime hotspot, there is criminal hideout. That is why they are qualified as hotspots, or crimes are usually being committed there. So we, get the authority to bring in this task force to synergize with us and then bust into these hideouts and, of course, clear them from their hideouts.
All right. Time is fast running out on us. Briefly, what should residents expect from Garki division, especially as regards security going forward?
But I will say that the residents of Garki can go to bed and sleep with their 2 eyes closed, because we are sacrificing our own sleep for them to be able to sleep and sleep well.
Is that a pledge?
It's a pledge. It's already ongoing. It's a constitutional responsibility.
We'll hold you to that. And then finally, what brief security tips do you have for residents?
Yes. During my last stakeholders meeting with Garki residents, I came out with flyers with 8 points, security tips. I have distributed them. I don't know if time will permit us to
just briefly run through them in 30 seconds, 1 minute.
Instead, okay, thank you. So I actually, in these flyers, I advised residents to exercise caution and stay at alert when driving, especially at night or in isolated places. I also, talk about getting them, because of the instance of car theft and all that, to key into installing, car trackers and other security devices on their vehicles, to also endeavor to, fix, CCTV cameras around their residence and, of course, business areas. So it will also help them to police their immediate environment.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, CSP Amodu Muhammad, DPO Garki. It's a pleasure having you on the program this morning.
It's my pleasure.
I hope when next we call on you, you also oblige us.
It's my pleasure. Thank you very much.
Well, that is it from him. It's been about robust synergy and then result-oriented policing in Garki area. And it is on that note, we say it's been a pleasure having you be part of us this morning. But as usual, remember that concise intelligence volunteering to call to the security agencies will go in a long way in helping and aiding our collective support to security agencies. It is on that note we say it's good to have you be part of us this morning. Please do make it a date with us. Same time, same station, next week live on this platform. It's your security, it's my security. I remain yours, Onotu Yakubu, and I say good morning, be a good citizen.
Nigeria at 65, a continental giant takes another step forward, navigating the contradiction fueled by a colorful and resourcefully diverse populace, yet questions linger on the destination of state, propelled by the vagaries of nationhood. What is your contribution to this journey? Join the NTA, and an eclectic mix of everything Nigerian, from the academic dames to the street kings, who will lend their voices on the platform that has always been a part of the journey. The NTA on October 1st, 2025.